Hey head cracks, I am officially a college student, so I feel like I am obligated to tell you how my 4 years of high school went. I'm just gonna give you some nice, good stories, some embarrassing stories, the times I got in trouble, but like, it's basically mini story times. And maybe some advice if I really feel obligated to do that. Y'all should not be listening to me for advice anyway, because I am not very wise. I'm not very smart in my decisions. So maybe I'm the perfect candidate because I have done a lot of dumb things in my high school career, which will help you from not doing those dumb things also. You know what? Just roll the intro.
I'm a crackhead, ayy, I'm a crackhead, ayy, I'm a crackhead, ayy, I want your bread, ayy.
Hello. I really want to eat my taquitos, but my taquitos are really hot right now. I feel like I mispronounced taquitos. Please don't cancel me or come for me because I can't talk English. I can't speak English. I definitely cannot speak another language. So let's talk about freshman year of high school. That was probably the most cringiest year of my life. I got braces that year, but like it took a long time for me to get braces. I got braces the end of the year of freshman year. I don't know why I'm saying year so much, but it was a very hard time for me. I was very weird. I only had white friends. Those were my only friends. The black community did not accept me into their community. I was very lost. A lot of racism. I remember a lot of racism. I also remember I tried to throw a wedding. It just wasn't a good time. Like, my grades were okay. My grades are always good. There's probably one time that my grades were like bad, but when I talk bad, I'm talking about like a B. That's it. Nothing below a B. My grades had never went below a B, like ever. So anyways, yeah, I remember one time I threw a gay wedding for my two friends who are not friends anymore. They're very on and off, actually, kind of like Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, but he's not married. But like when he wasn't married, they were kind of like that. Like they were friends one day, friends not the other day. But freshman year, they were for sure friends. And I threw a wedding for them because they were so, like, they had such a beautiful bromance. It was so beautiful, and I just want them to be together, united. I just want them to be united. So I tried to throw them a wedding. I was the pastor, of course, and I had bridesmaids and grooms, and I brought snacks and refreshments. By the way, someone stole my bag of Takis. Yeah, I brought Takis as the wedding food, and I lied to my mom and said that we were having a classroom party, so she needed to go to Super One and buy me some Takis, and for some reason she believed that, like, whatever. But as soon as I put the Takis out in the boulevard, somebody stole my Takis, and to this day I do not know who stole my Takis. Like, when I say it was a huge bag, like it was this big of a bag, someone freaking stole them. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Anyways, I got detention for throwing a gay wedding because I think my school is low-key homophobic. Also because I passed out flyers, which is a dumb reason. I think that was a cover-up reason, honestly. I got suspended. I didn't get suspended. I got detention because I passed out flyers for the wedding that I was throwing in the boulevard during lunch. And it was like, you're not allowed to you're not allowed to give away flyers without a permit. First of all, it was only 10 flyers. Only 10 pieces of paper. Only 10. I was so extra freshman year, and a lot of people didn't like me. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like me. I was really mean also. I was mean and weird, and I did a lot of weird things. I also went natural, so that was good. Like, I had natural hair. Actually, I went natural 8th grade, but like I actually liked my natural hair. I started wearing different styles. I met some friends like I would have for life, but most of my friends freshman year were seniors. Besides like the white people that I was friends with, I'm not really friends with today. I also had this group chat called the Cousins group chat. I used to call everybody my cousin. Freshman year, for some reason, I just called everybody my cousin. That's also another weird thing that I did. and I made a cousin group chat to show people that they were my cousins, and it was very exclusive. Like, if you were picked to be a cousin, it was a very, honoring moment. Everybody wanted to be my cousin, and we had to do initiations, and we did ceremonies. It was really fun until the cousin group chat broke up because of an incident that I will not speak of. Sophomore year was like, I really don't remember it. I honestly don't remember what happened sophomore year. Oh yeah, I got suspended. Wait, did I get suspended freshman year? No, sophomore year. Yes, I did. I did get suspended. I got suspended sophomore year. That's the only thing that happened, really, and it was at like the last month of school. Bad things always happen to me the last month of school. Maybe it was junior year. No, it was definitely sophomore year. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy time in my life. I'm gonna eat some of my taquitos, see if they're hot. Oh, they're so hot right now. Oh my god. Sophomore year, I just remember me getting suspended. This was the year I didn't do volleyball. I did volleyball freshman year, but I didn't make the team sophomore year. So I had to be in PE, which sucked. I didn't like PE, but I did make friends for life. So that's a good thing. One friend. I made one friend in particular that I have for life. Not really for life, but like, we've been friends since sophomore year. So that's cool. PE was a dreadful experience. I don't like it. I hate PE. You have to do 2 years of PE. No, you had to do 2 semesters of PE. No, you had to do 3 semesters of PE and then 1 semester of health. So the next semester, thank God, I did health, and health was great. I met someone there. He was like a good friend of mine. He still is a good friend of mine. Like, not like good, but like, we were friends during health class, and we were like this. Okay, let me explain this better. My first semester of sophomore year, I did health class. That's where I met my friend. He was really funny. He just moved there from Texas, and we sat by each other. We talked about like everything. He was funny. He was tall and skinny. And then I got suspended. I got suspended, and then I had to change my classes around. I got kicked out of speech and debate my second semester, and that was also the semester where I had to do PE. So I no longer got to see him during health class because I was doing PE now, and I was sad about it because we were such good friends. And then I got suspended, and I had to change my classes because I got kicked out of my clubs. And then I was in psychology, and I saw him again. We were united once again, so that was a cool thing about that. I really did have a solid friend group because my friends moved away. My friends graduated. Actually, that's a lie. No, that's not a lie. I don't really remember. I did have black friends, but I think my black friends started to come more around my sophomore year of high school. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sophomore year is when I had like a more solid black friend group, but they weren't that solid because they weren't really around me that much. But like, we will hang out every weekend. It's so hard to explain. It's so complicated. Like, it was solid, but it wasn't. Actually, that probably was the most solid black friend group I had during that time. So yeah, that's when I made my best friends for life. Crystal Bates and Kristen Bates. I love them. Ride or die. I love them so much. We had so many crazy memories. I remember one time my sophomore year, we went to spend the night at NSU, which is a university, but we couldn't spend the night there because we wasn't authorized. They didn't have a background check on us, so I had to call my dad, and me and my friends spent the night at at my dad's boss house in the middle of nowhere. Like, we had no cell phone reception, but the room was really nice, and I slept very well, and we watched some really nice movies. And it was probably one of the best memories I ever had. That weekend was the best memory I ever had. And their cousin bought me salmon at a hibachi place. Like, that was the best time of my life. Yeah, so yeah, I got suspended. I don't want to get into details why, but like, I do that for a whole separate story time. But yeah, I got suspended. I made friends. I made 3 friends, really good friends that year. Next year, junior year, this is interesting because junior year, even though it just happened, I kind of don't remember that much. I wasn't hated as much. I remember that I wasn't as hated as much. Oh, also sophomore year. Oh my gosh, how did I forget this? Sophomore year, I met the best teacher ever. That was my favorite teacher of all time, Miss Bell. She's my favorite teacher. I love her so much. I also did really bad. I didn't do really bad. I made a B in that class, but in English. And I sucked at English during that time because I was very like rowdy, and I went through a phase called the V to G phase. I was a SoundCloud rapper. How did I forget this? Oh my gosh, sophomore year I was a freaking SoundCloud rapper. Oh my freaking gosh, I still have a YouTube channel. Like, oh, how did I forget this? How I have merch. I have my merch. Where's my freaking SoundCloud V to G? Oh yeah, I remember why it was called Vapor Gang, because I like vapor rub a lot, and I was just so weird. But here's my merch. I made my mom make me merch. Actually, my mom didn't make this. It was one of my friends. I paid $40 for merch, of my own merch. $40 for 4 shirts, and I'm still kind of upset about that. But yeah, Vapor Gang had my own freaking merch. I used to make merch with like white t-shirts that I stole from my stepdad and nail polish. And I was like an extra rapper. Like, I had my own gang sign. This is my gang sign. People used to throw it up all the time. Like, it was weird. Like, I was kind of a celebrity back then. I was a celebrity. It was actually, okay, I think sophomore year was probably the best year. Was my best year. Besides me getting suspended, I was kind of like a celebrity. Less people hated me during sophomore year, and more like as the years progressed, less and less people hated me. I was very obnoxious during my V to G phase during sophomore year, and my teacher, Miss Bell, she kind of helped me like through that time. She was kind of like a mother figure for me, and we've been tight like ever since then. Like, I go to her class every single day since sophomore year. It doesn't matter if she's not on my schedule. I go to her class, I talk to her, we talk about all types of things. Like, I love her. Like, get you a teacher friend. Like, teachers are the most like supportive. They're the best role models to have in your entire life. She has been one of the most influential people in my entire life. Next year, junior year. Okay, speech and debate. The only thing I can remember about speech and debate is this is my most accomplished year, basically. I have been the most accomplished. I did Science Olympiad and I did speech and debate. And I won tremendously. Like, I was winning event after event. And this was the year where we got a new coach. Because sophomore year we had a coach that wasn't that good. And freshman year we had an amazing coach, but he got married and left us. But junior year we had the best coach ever. We actually had 2 coaches. And it was just amazing for me and the team. And I just won so many times. I always heard my name on the intercom. It was the first year I went to literary rally. Like, I was just so accomplished that year. And I won first place in literary rally. And I went to states in literary rally. It was just like an amazing time for me and my grades. And another thing, this is the first time I took AP classes. I took 2 AP classes. I always took honors courses, but I never took AP because I feel like I wasn't good enough. And I took AP English. If you remember what I said previously, I wasn't doing so good at English the year previously. Why I say previously? I wasn't doing so good in the year before in sophomore English. It was pre-AP. So pre-AP is to set you up for real AP. So I did AP and I was like, I need to step my stuff up. And the first 3 essays that we did, I made an F on them. I made an F on 2 of them and made a C on the other one. And I was so discouraged and so upset. And I used to talk to Miss Bell about how much I need to improve. And I worked my butt off in that class. I started off with making Fs on my essays. By the end of that year, I was making freaking A's. Like, it's a 9-grade pointing scale, 9-grade point scale, a 9-point grade scale, and it's 1 to 9, and I made 8s by the end of the year. I was making 8s. Like, if you don't know the class, but that class is kind of hard to make 8s in. Like, I was doing so good in that class, and I was so proud of myself because people told me that maybe you shouldn't do AP, and I was like, no, I want to do AP because I just like to brag, basically. It was junior year and I wanted to get into a good college. I wanted to get into Tulane, but I didn't get in. But whatever, and I really want to get into Tulane, and I really want to do classes to make my resume look good. So I took AP despite people's warning, and when I got that first graded test back, that first graded essay, I cried. And I worked my butt off and made the grade that I wanted. I had an A the whole time in that class because I worked hard. So that's the biggest thing I remember from junior year is my work ethic. Like me winning. I won so many things. I was probably the best time of my life. Sophomore year and like everything after freshman year was a good time in my life. I had a good friend group. Most of my friends were black during this time, which is amazing. Like, okay, freshman year it was only white people who were my friends. Sophomore year it was like black and whites, and then junior year mostly black, and then senior year, which is, senior year was a blur. It went by so fast. Speech and debate wasn't that good of a season for me. I still won a few things, but it wasn't that good of a season. I would also like to add, during senior year of high school at the beginning, I wanted to run for student council president, but I couldn't because I got suspended. So I made a petition, and I got like 200 people to sign it, maybe 300, I don't really remember, but it was just a crazy time because I was really fighting for my right to, run for office, and I couldn't run for office, and I was very upset about it, even though I have every other qualification except for a clean track record, and I was very upset about that, and people still put my name on the ballot, which was super funny. So yeah, it was just like I should have run. My teachers told me, Veonce, you should fight this on this type of stuff. That's a story time for another day. So yeah, bye. Science Olympia wasn't that good of a season. We only had one competition. Everything else was canceled because of, Corona. But FBLA, I joined FBLA for the first time this year, and I won first place in my district. And I was like, wow, amazing. The flavor is immaculate. So I'm very proud about that. Those are some good taquitos. But senior year, before I entered senior year, I had a summer at a college, to get summer courses, and I got kicked out. I got kicked out of the college. So yeah, I kind of started out on a bad note my senior year, but like I ended on a good note because like I said, I won good things. Also, I had a closer relationship with my speech and debate coach, my teacher. We started building a close relationship, and which is very nice because I love having close relationships with my teachers. Not like bad stuff, but like, role models. Like we could talk about things for hours and hours. Like they know about my life, I know about their lives. Like I know their children by name, like that type of close, and it was just really nice to have like a good support system. They were very the English teachers really liked me. I was popular amongst the English teachers. I loved them. They loved me. It was just amazing. It was amazing. I was like a celebrity for them. Okay, I don't mean no cocky, but I was. Also, I had an accounting class, which I hate with all my heart. I hate accounting, but the people in that class made it worth it, even though we got into a lot of arguments. One time I started crying. This is so stupid, but they told me I was going to a college that I didn't want to go to. Also, we was having political debates because they were very conservative, and I'm very liberal, so we would always have political debates. Also, the teacher was conservative also, so we were just always on so many political debates, and one of them, I just started crying. I just started crying. And then they were just so mean to me. But it's okay. I was mean to them too. It was a mutual meanness. And we always finessed our way to getting good grades. They always paid me to do their homework. They're the reason why I have money now. And yeah, I guess I made more white friends. Because I remember junior year was mostly black. But senior year, it was mixed again. So that's good. I expanded my horizons. I feel like I was liked the most by people. I really don't care about being liked by people. Also, I won my senior superlative, which is cool. I won my senior superlative for being most likely to be on stage. Veonce, oh my gosh, I remember one more thing for junior year. When I say junior year was the most time, I was the most successful, the most accomplished, I performed in front of 3,000 people. for a Hamilton thing. Hamilton is like a play, Broadway play if you don't know. Hamilton also has a tour, like a tour cast where they tour around the places. They go to Chicago. But we went to the play in Dallas, and you have to submit a video of you performing something related to Hamilton, and they choose like 10 schools to perform in front of the whole 3,000 people. And me and my friend we were chosen. We won the competition, and we chose to perform in front of 3,000 people, and it was crazy. We had our own little interview. We had like, I could show y'all screenshots of the interview. It was so freaking crazy. Like, I performed like like junior year, probably, I don't know which year was the best year of my life. Like, sophomore year was the best year of life because of the friends that I made and the connections and the teachers that I met. Junior year was the best year because I was the most accomplished, and senior year was the best year because I felt the most myself. I feel like myself, like I felt happy and content, and I was just so satisfied with myself. So yeah, that's the end of this nice little recap. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, bye.